Well, it did not take long for Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. James Gunn has shared the official first image for the upcoming film, as well as the movie's logo, and given us our very first, glimpse at the new Girl of Steel. Let's take a couple minutes to check out what James Gunn posted, what's going on, and why it looks like Supergirl has set flight. Well, I was not alone in my surprise when we found out Supergirl was going to be part of Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters. Added to the fact it was going to be based on Woman of Tomorrow, a really great comic, buzz for the movie began almost instantly. Now, this took off a little bit when they cast Millie Alcock from House of Dragon as the new Girl of Steel, and now it's been confirmed the production has kicked off, and James Gunn has given us a peek at the Maid of Might. Now, earlier today, James Gunn took to social media, giving us a full update on the production as well as a peek at Millie Alcock and the new logo. So let's just dive in. First, I'm going to show you the picture, and then we'll check out what James Gunn had to say. Now, the picture itself does not reveal a lot. You see Millie Alcock sitting in a chair with her back facing the camera, but obviously she's got the classic blonde hair of the traditional Supergirl character. We also get a little peek at the logo on the chair, and honestly, this shouldn't be of any surprise because it aligns very tightly with the new Superman logo introduced in the new DCU film. Now, where she's sitting, I don't know, that kind of looks like a bar, and could indicate maybe some early scenes take place in this environment. I'm not going to spoil, but if you've read the comic, you might have some ideas exactly where she's at. Now, James Gunn wrote, and I quote, "Thrilled to see cameras rolling at Warner Bros. Studios Levingston on Supergirl with Craig Gillespie at the helm and the phenomenal Millie Alcock as our Kara Zor-El. Craig brings an incredible sensibility to the story, and Millie is every inch the unique Supergirl envisioned by Tom King, Belize Evely, and Anna Nagura." Now, obviously, this early in production, Gunn's not going to reveal a lot, but I am pretty happy to get some confirmation the film is indeed moving forward. And it's nice, once again, that Gunn is keeping us in the loop. Now, we had been hearing for a while this was about to kick off production, and since they're already in front of the cameras this early in 2025, I don't think it's beyond possibilities that by the end of the year, we could be getting a first look at this movie. Now, the story itself is based on Tom King's classic series Women of Tomorrow, which is definitely a different kind of Supergirl movie and should be quite the surprise to casual fans because it's not your normal superhero fare. I always recommend checking this book out. It should be linked down below, and I cannot recommend it more. Now, we know she's not alone. Jason Momoa is set to return in this film as Lobo, who is not actually part of the comic, as well as Emily Beecham as Allura, David Krumholtz as Zor-El, and Matthias Schoenaerts as Krem of the Yellow Hill. Now, currently, the film is set to be released on June 26, 2026, about 18 months from now, so it is obviously a long time before this movie is going to be in front of fans, and I am pretty happy to see it in production this far ahead of its release date. Nothing ruins a movie more than rushing it, and with about 18 months before it's got to be in front of fans, this movie has a significantly bigger window than its Superman counterpart, and I have high expectations for the project. As for the logo, I'm not surprised at all. This is exactly what I was expecting and didn't really ever think Supergirl would have a different logo than Superman. They're from the same L family, and obviously that means there would be some consistency there, so although I've heard some scuttlebutt about that, I'm really not sure what people are bent out of shape about, unless they're trying to find something to complain on. Now, we're obviously going to keep a close eye on Supergirl. I have high expectations for this film. It's not that Gillespie is directing it, but James Gunn spoke so highly of the Anna Nagura script that he prioritized the movie getting made, and it's why it's going to be the second film from DC Studios in this new universe. So obviously it must have delivered, and I think fans should keep a close eye on this one because it's going to be fun. Now, before you take off, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, ring that bell for all the updates, and make sure you get every notification because we do daily Marvel and DC content and we don't want you to miss any news.